We are live from the Colony High School alongside Hayden Bumpus. I'm Trevor Branch, Flower Mound Sports Network, bringing you coverage of your Flower Mound Jaguar High School basketball. Hayden, it's round one of the playoffs. Jags taking on the McKinney Lions. What are we expecting to see from the Jaguars, and for a lot of these players, their first playoff game on this varsity team?
It's very exciting. These are two very evenly matched teams. You got McKinney, who is 20-12 is their record, and the Jags are 20-11. So couldn't script it any better. It's going to come down to offense. Both teams have explosive offenses, so look to see who can put up the most points and who can play the best defense.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. Starting lineups for the Jags. Looks like they're going to go with the same starting five that they've been going with all year. It's going to be Adam Dorsky starting at point guard. It's going to be Ryan Richter, number 4, starting at shooting guard. Johnny Scully, number 10, the senior captain, one of the captains, committed to Army. He's going to be in the rounding out that backcourt. Number 12, Bryce Boyd, the power forward, and then rounding out the starting 5, number 35, the junior, Colton Martin. It's going to be an exciting matchup here because if you look at the McKinney Lions, McKinney High School's team, they aren't a team that they do anything particularly well that really stands out. There's only one statistic that is above all else, and that is E.J. Clark and how many points per game he scores, averaging right around 27.5 points per game. He leads the area in scoring. He is a 5'10 senior guard, and the Jags are going to have their hands full trying to guard him because the Jags have faced a lot of very, very good players who have been able to score, but haven't really faced a team where it's all been coming from the same player. So we'll see how Coach Littleton sets his defense up to try and kind of wrangle in E.J. Clark.
Yeah, E.J. Clark, one of the top 100 players in the state of Texas. Couldn't find where he's going to play basketball. He is a senior, though, this year.
Colton Martin is going to get the tip, but Clark's going to come up with it. He's going to drive in, and he's going to miss the layup. And Colton Martin's going to come up with the rebound. Adam Dorsky is going to control for the Jags, and this will start their first possession on the offensive side of the ball.
You can already see how just quick this team is. They got to the boards really quick, but a great rebound from Colton Martin.
Richter, cross-court pass to Dorsky. Johnny Scully in the corner. He's going to swing it back up top to Colton Martin. You know, we saw that game earlier with Plano West and Hebron, and it was two very, very fast-paced offenses. It's going to be a different style of play coming from the Jaguars where they're going to really try and be meticulous with their ball movement, look for that perfect shot because they know that this McKinney defense is athletic and is going to be flying around the basketball.
They for sure are. A poor pass from Colton Martin creates the first turnover of the game.
Clark with the ball. He's going to drive in. He's going to kick it out. That's number 21, Michael Hartford. And Hartford's going to knock down the 3. Good shooting to start from McKinney. So Adam Dorsky trips on himself. Colton Martin, the top of the key. And I'd love to see him use his height on Hartford. Looks like Hartford is not a very physical man down low. But Martin for 3. Rims that one out. It's going to be a rebound from number 11, Andrew Pitts. Pitts is going to kick it out to St. Leon. It's going to go through the hands of number 10, San Antonio Lions. Lions playing for the Lions. That's going to get confusing. St. Leon for the 3. He's going to miss it. Colton Martin coming up with his second rebound. He's going to outlet to Adam Dorsky, and Dorsky's going to run in transition, kick it. John Scully going to kick it back out to Dorsky. Bryce Boyd for 3, and he hits it.
Oh.
Boyd ties it up. It's 3-3, 6:11 left in the first quarter. The Jags back on defense trying to stop Clark in this Lions offense. Jags are going to go with the zone defense there. I really like that. Trying to guard specifically one player and really knock down the 3.
They're playing a weird zone.
And there's
where
Clark.
Everybody ends up everywhere.
There's Clark, the lefty. Did not know that he was a left-handed shooter. That is going to be tough. Adam Dorsky loses it in his hands, and he's going to throw it up. He's going to miss it, and St. Leon's going to come down with it. And that was a D3 from E.J. Clark, and you just see how unbelievable of a player he can be.
He is a lefty, which puts you at a little bit of an advantage because you're used to playing defense, pushing them to the left, but tonight you're going to have to push them to the right.
St. Leon's going to drive in, kick it out to Clark. Clark guarded by Johnny Scully. And Clark goes in, and he goes high off the glass against Cold Martin, and already drilling into this Jaguar defense. Clark has gone on a tear. Already scoring 5 points. It's 8-3. McKinney leads. Scully for 3, and he hits it. And Jags come back and knock another shot down.
You cannot rely on the three-pointer tonight, though, if you are the Jags. They have to find a way to penetrate this defense.
They are perfect so far from behind the arc. Excuse me, no they're not. Cold Martin has missed a three-pointer, but he's going to get another rebound. Continuing to dominate the boards. Ryan Richter chooses a pass up the 3. And I really want to see the Jags get it down low. Cold Martin is definitely a stronger presence than Hartford is.
They've put the 6'6" player, that's number 10, Antonio Lyons, on Bryce Boyd instead of on Colton Martin.
Ryan Richter for 3. Misses it, rims it out. Lyons going to get the rebound, and he's going to get to Clark. St. Leon back to Clark. Adam Dorsky with the coverage. Hartford drives in, kicks it back out. McKinney's going to set it up. 8-6, 3:43 left in this first quarter of play. Alongside Hayden Bumpus, I'm Trevor Branch, Fly Mound Sports Network, bringing you coverage of your Fly Mound Jaguar high school basketball. As E.J. Clark drives in again. He is currently acting as a one-man show here. Already has 8 points in the game. Cold Martin down low. And he's going to miss the easy layup, but he's going to kick it back out. And the Jags are going to come up with it. Bryce Boyd knocks down the 3. 2 threes from Bryce Boyd, and the Jags now down by only 1 point.
E.J. Lyons actually has E.J. Clark only has 7 points. Number 21 hit a 3 earlier. Or somebody else did. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
Clark drives in, kicks it out to Hartford. He's going to kick it out to St. Leon.
Flower Mound constantly keeping a man on E.J. Clark. A smart decision.
Hartford's going to kick it to St. Leon for 3, and he's going to miss it. Long rebound, Adam Dorsky controlling it. He drives down with numbers, kicks it to Johnny Scully for 3, and he hits it. Jags have knocked down 4 threes throughout the game, and the Jags take the lead 12-10, 2:20 left. In the first quarter, they're 4 for 5 from behind the arc.
Maybe you can rely on the 3.
This is typical Flower Mound high school basketball. Something we have not seen throughout the season is such efficiency from behind the arc. And another rebound by the Jags. But they turn the ball away. And Lyons is going to go in. And it's going to be a block. It looked like the official was going to call a charge. It looked like he was going to, but.
I don't see how you can. He puts his shoulder into him. His feet were set, went down. But it's okay. It's not a shooting foul. First foul of the game on Colton Martin.
St. Leon's going to throw the ball in for the Lions. Out to Lyons, and he's going to knock it down. It's a tie game, 12-12. Adam Dorsky with the ball. Shifty moves.
I don't like it when Colton Martin pump fakes.
I don't. I would much rather see him working down low. He is the tallest player out there, and he is the most physical player out there. I'd much rather see Bryce Boyd working it down up at the top of the key, but Bryce is going to, that's 2 easy layups, but Adam Dorsky just takes the ball from him. John Scully for 3, and he hits it again. Jags 5 for 6 from behind the arc. It's a three-point barrage. Unbelievable.
5 3-pointers. If it was Kane's night, we're 3 away from the goal.
Oh, goodness gracious. Cold Martin comes out with another rebound. But he throws the ball away. That's going to, oh my gosh, that is garbage. What poor officiating. That is unbelievable. That sucked. That was so bad. how the player number 12, that's Tariq Swanigan, is moving towards the baseline, and the ball goes that way, and they call it out on the Jags. It's just unbelievable.
Not a call I agree with, and I was looking at the ref the whole time. I think he greatly regrets that call.
Absolutely. Good move there by Clark, and he gets a floater to go. I mean, that is
How does he finish these?
That is just unbelievable. Scully drives in, kicks it down low to Kate Sutherland, and it's going to be a foul. Sutherland's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
These refs have been very, what's the word? They're not calling a lot of fouls. They're letting them be aggressive.
Very lenient.
Very lenient. There
Lenient
you go.
with their calls.
Good vocab, Shepard.
Hey, man, it's what it takes. It's what it takes. You got to use those big words, those SAT words.
You got to make your free throws, though.
That is also a necessity. Kate Sutherland misses his first free throw, and Kate Sutherland, Ben Hanley, and the freshman Caleb Lohner step onto the floor for the Jags. 15-14, 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Sutherland knocks his second one down, and the Jags now lead by 2.
They won't even move the ball up the court without getting it to E.J. Clark.
I mean, whenever you have the best scorer, arguably in the state of Texas, I can't imagine anybody averaging more than 27.5 points per game.
McKinney's going to hold for the final shot of the first quarter. It's 16-14. Clock's winding down. It's at 15 seconds right now.
Ben Hanley is going to be guarding. He's the go-to lockdown defender for the Jags.
And I'm assuming E.J. Clark will be taking this shot.
And I'd really force him to his right hand. And that should have been a double dribble. And that was a forced up 3 there by number 12, Swanigan. And that's going to do it for the first quarter play here at the Colony High School. Jags lead 16-14. Back with the second quarter action here on Flower Mound Sports Network after this quick break. Stay with us. Jags off to the ideal start here in this first round of playoff action at the Colony High School against the McKinney Lions alongside Hayden Bumpus. I'm Trevor Branch. Hayden, Jags knocked down 5 threes in that first quarter, shooting 5 from 6 from behind the arc. How crucial was that to get the hot hand to start this game, because it has been a tale of 2 offenses with E.J. Clark single-handedly scoring the points for McKinney, and then the Jags lighting it up from behind the arc with number of faces. And Colton Martin drives in and acts like a point guard there and gets the finger roll to go.
It's big. It's big to have the hot hand to start, but you got to keep it. You know, that's the key. I would like to see them drive a little bit more, just like Colton Martin did.
And Clark again gets the floater to go. I mean, it's as if he's suspended in the air, as Adam Jaworski is.
Putting this dude on skates.
Oh, dude, it's like the Winter Olympics. But Adam Jaworski gets the contact. I mean, that was unreal. He was suspended too.
He looks like E.J. Clark right there.
It does. Yeah, you know it's always a problem whenever you're making
Comparing
comparisons to the other player who already has scored probably like 13 points already.
I think he does have 13 points.
I think there's only all 13 of his points and then 1 3.
What a deep 3. That was nearly from the volleyball line.
He should stick to the floaters. John Scully for 3. Missed it. But Bryce Boyd gets the long rebound. And he kicks it out to Scully again. Colton Martin wide open for 3. And he hits it. Colton Martin, the big man, knocks down the 3. the 6-1 for the Jaguars, and they take a 23-16 lead.
The student section chanting scoreboard, I don't know why, but the first miss, maybe the second miss of the night for E.J. Clark.
Now Dworsky drives in, pushes off, and can't get the floater to go. That is usually his bread and butter shot, but he steals it back. And he's going to say to slow it down. I like the play there by the point guard, Adam Dworsky, the Swiss Army knife.
Adam has owned number 12, Tariq Swanigan. It's no competition.
It looked like me up at the, and they're going to call a offensive foul there on Caleb
I think that's
Lohner.
a good call.
Looked like he
threw the elbow a little bit.
Was very adamant about creating contact there, and that was a great play there. I think that was number 10, Antonio Lyons, with the foul drawn.
Yeah, that was a good call. Poor decision from Lohner to try and use the elbow. He should know that that is a foul, so work it to the inside a better way.
Clark with the ball. It's 23-16. Jags lead, 5:30 left in the first half of play alongside Hayden Bumpus on Shepherd Branch. Good close out there by Lohner, but Hartford is going to knock down the three. It's either been an E.J. Clark basket or a Hartford three. That's all the points that McKinney has been able to come up with tonight. But Bryce Boyd for another three, and he hits it! That is the 7th three for the Jags. This is uncanny from this Jaguars squad that we have this year.
This is what Coach Littleton has wanted all year.
I'd say that we are due for a game where we just knock down three after three.
We are Fireman High School.
It has been a struggle throughout the season to find that game. We're always like, could this be the game that we just live and die by the three? I think that this is the game. 7 threes already made.
I'd say you're probably your league average already.
And Clark goes up and gets another layup to go. He's just so quick. Interception there by number 11, but he's going to go out of bounds. Did not get 2 feet in to gain possession. Sorry, going back to my football.
Nearly took out a little 3-year-old girl.
That's not good.
But she survived. She didn't even get touched somehow.
She's got the shifts too.
She's a little scared, but.
Sutherland with the ball. Martin. Backdoor cut by Adam Dworsky. He's going to spin. He's going to go up and almost got the and one to go. That's going to be a foul on E.J. Clark.
Great pass from Caleb Lohner. Was that Caleb Lohner?
I think that was Cold Martin.
Oh, Cold Martin.
I think that was Cold
Great
Martin.
Great pass from Cold Martin. Adam Dworsky to shoot 2 shots. Oh, wow. How did that not go in? He misses the first one. He misses the first free throw somehow. I don't know how that didn't go in.
Dworsky knocks down the second one, and Jags extend the lead to 6, 27-21, 4:12 left in the first half. Jags trying to advance to the second round of playoffs, something they have not done in a minute, as the hip term is, in a fat minute. In a hot minute. They have not gone to the second round of the playoffs. And it looks like McKinney was trying to call a timeout there, but the officials didn't see it. Johnny Scully drives in and goes up, and that's going to be a foul on Hartford. Scully's going to go to the line, has a chance to tack on 2 more from the charity stripe.
I don't know why Michael Hartford is. I don't know why he's arguing that call, because I could hear that from up here.
And the Jags struggling to knock down the free throws that are so necessary or such a necessity in victory. Scully goes 50% from the free throw line to get the Jags back to a 5-point lead. 28-23, 3:37 left in the first half. E.J. Clark in the corner, guarded by Cold Martin. St. Leon kicks it. That's 24. Aaron Brown, and they're going to call travel. He was moving too early. His feet were thinking before his mind.
I've done that a few times in pickup basketball.
We all have. Dorsky with the ball, guarded by Clark. It's a 5-point Jaguar lead. Bryce Boyd's going to get it at the top of the key. Guarded by the much shorter defender. I tell you what, Cold Martin looks like he's going to shoot a three every single time he touches the ball. Johnny Scully for three, misses it. Long rebound, he's going to get it. Way to follow up, and it was tapped. Good play there, but they're going to call a foul on John Scully. Smart foul there, because that would have most likely have been an E.J. Clark easy layup on the other end of the floor.
I wonder if he can dunk. I'm going to say no.
I wouldn't put it past him, though, you know?
In the game is number 35, Cody Hurt, for the McKinney Lions. 2:40 on the clock. Alongside Shepherd Branch, I'm Hayden Bumpus. The score is 28-23. Your Jaguars lead by 5. It's been the E.J. Clark show for the Lions, just like that. He somehow is able to finish every shot he takes.
And that's going to be a timeout from Coach Littleton. We'll take it with him. Jags up 28-25. 2:20 left in the first half. Stay with us here on Flower Mound Sports. Jags have the ball, 2:20 left in the first half of play. John Scully is going to get it on the inbounds. Richter back in the game for the Jags. Adam Dorsky, the point guard, is going to control it. Cade Sutherland down to Cold Martin in the post. And they're going to call a foul. That was not a foul. That's just physical. That's just physical play. Nice little flop there from number 10, Antonio Lyons. That's going to be the second personal foul there on Cold Martin.
Yeah, I'm pretty shocked by that call.
Yeah, that looked like it was a terrible defense and got rewarded for playing terrible defense. Clark's going to drive in. He's going to kick it out. St. Leon kicking it back out to Pitts. Clark deep from three. He's going to miss it. Adam Dorsky gets the rebound. He's going to cut through. And that's going to be a foul. Looks like they're going to call it on St. Leon. Checking in for the Jags, number 11, Caleb Lohner, the freshman. This is his first action playing at the playoff level here for the Jaguars. Dorsky kicks it to Ryan Richter. Cade Sutherland at the top of the key, down to Lohner, and Lohner's they're gonna say that it was on the floor. This official's got his calls out of whack, because that looked like it was during the shooting motion.
Definitely did. I'm pretty shocked by that
I'm no
one.
NBA official, but you know, and John Scully just gets stood up. What a block there by number 11, Pitts. But that all goes back to the poor call, calling it on the floor there with the Foul on Caleb Lohner. E.J. Clark has the ball. It's a 28-25 lead for the Jags. 1 minute left in the first half of play, and Pitts is going to take the three. He's going to miss it. Dworsky in transition. He's going to kick it out to Richter. And Richter's going to throw it away. Steal there by Lions. Clark for three, and he misses it. Cade Sutherland comes out with it. The Jags don't squander any points there. Dworsky pulls up, misses it. And St. Leon comes up with the rebound. And it looks like McKinney is going to try and hold it for the last shot of the first half. Jags will not go into halftime losing. It could be a tie game here. There's 5 seconds left, and Clark's going to drive in, and he's going to lose it, and he traveled. And that's got to be a travel there. Absolutely. And the Jags have 1 second. It's probably just going to end up being tossing it in. Adam Dworsky all the way from full court, and he misses it. Jags take a 28-25 lead into halftime. We'll be back after this short intermission. Stay with us for the second half of this game. Jags up 28-25. Back after this break here on Flyer Mound Sports Network. Back out of halftime, Jags lead 28-25. Hayden, while we've got a few seconds before play starts back up, let's talk about that first half. It was a three-point clinic from the Jaguars from behind the arc, knocking down 7 three-pointers in those first 16 minutes, and they're holding on to a 3-point lead. What are the Jags going to have to do to be able to close this out and get that illustrious playoff win?
The first quarter was phenomenal. Second quarter, not phenomenal, but not bad. We need another phenomenal quarter, shoot the ball well, get the ball in the paint, and play some defense on E.J. Clark.
And E.J. Clark is going to be the person to take down this Jaguar defense if that ends up being the case. He is their star player. And another flop from down low. This is a bunch of I mean, at some point, it's frustrating. At some point, it's frustrating to see that continuing to be called. But if you're Colton Martin or Caleb Lohner, you have to know that you cannot do that because they're going to call that every single time. If they're going to call it like
hard.
that and it's consistent, then you just can't go down there and just start beating bodies down low.
But that's their job is the issue. Is as big men, you got to go down there, be aggressive. And if the refs aren't going to let them be aggressive, then what's the point?
And that was a nice give back there by the officials there.
Definitely
not,
a give
not
back.
much contact, but we appreciate the
in the game comes number 24, Aaron Brown, the sophomore, forward, 6'2".
Yeah, we appreciate the gift that those officials just gave us.
Yes, we accept greatly.
It does not have to be Christmas for us to accept gifts. Dorsky with the ball. He's going to get to Colton Martin on the wing. Colton Martin's father is watching this game from Fredericksburg, Texas. Couldn't make it to the game, but he's watching online, so we'd love to give him a shout-out.
Shout-out to Brad Martin. Thank you for giving us a listen, giving us a chance to share an experience.
Absolutely. Colton Martin down low, and he's going to miss another easy layup. That's the third one, and he's not going to get the – and that's – going to be, thank you, Jaguar ball. I was about to come unglued. Oh, my gosh.
I almost lost it
Oh
if they were about
my
to call a charge
Oh, gosh,
on that
dude.
move.
If that guy does it again, and I'm a Jag player, I'm just going to go down and just, like, run into him. You know, just like if you're going to continue to be on the ground, I'm just going to step on you.
If you flop, it's technically supposed to be a technical foul. But
I did not know that.
yeah, it's pretty interesting. And in the NBA, you get fined. If you do, you get a technical and you get fined. But
in the NFL, you get fined if you don't show up to interviews.
If you do what?
You get fined if you don't show up to interviews in the NFL.
That's very
Marshawn
weird.
Lynch, he just showed up so he wouldn't get fined. Jags turn the ball over, and Clark's going to be bringing it down the court. 28-25, Jags still hold on to that three-point lead. Deep three there. Knocked down. That was number 24, Aaron Brown. Nobody was contesting him because, frankly, nobody really shoots it from out there unless you're Jake Fikert or Connor Green. But that's pretty much it. Scully can't get the right-handed floater to go. St. Leon's going to dribble down. He's going to kick it back out to E.J. Clark for three. And three misses it. Or Clark misses it, excuse me. Dorsky coming down. He's going to drive in. He's going to kick it out to Scully for three. Off balance.
Did not like that
Scully
shot.
just starts, he's forcing. Got to take better shots than that. Brown passes up on the three. Uncanny of him.
Surprised he didn't take it. He's got the hot hand right now.
Good ball movement, and Brown's going to take the three. He's going to miss it, but nobody even thinks about boxing out St. Leon, and Clark for three, and he's going to knock it down. Second and third chance points from the McKinney Lions, and they take their not first lead of the game. They get back the lead, 31-28. It's going to be a timeout from the Jags. We'll go and stay here. Looks like it's going to be a 30. The Jags have got to rebound and limit those second and third chance opportunities because this McKinney team has shown that they are too good at shooting from behind the arc if you give them enough opportunities.
Yeah, it's E.J. Clark and Aaron Brown so far in this quarter, both knocking out two big threes. But Johnny Scully's been trying to force some stuff. I want to see them work the ball a little bit better and find the shot just like they did in the first quarter.
There's so much time left in the game, only 5:15 left in this third quarter, that this isn't the time where where you have to start forcing and have to hit those threes and get that big lead. You just got to stay in the game relatively close. But the Jags can easily, shoot their way out of this game if they continue on the same path. Ben Hanley with the ball. He's going to get it down low to Colt Martin. Kicking it out to Bryce Boyd for three. Boyd misses it. Doesn't follow up his rebound, and Clark's going to get it. Clark's going to drive in, and he's going to miss it. Boyd gets the rebound. And there's no call there. Should have been a block.
Not even close.
Or at least something. I mean, I don't know how two people fall down and there's not a foul called. And this Jaguar offense looking frazzled with Adam Dworsky sitting on the bench right now. Caleb Lohner can't get it to go off the glass. And Pitts is going to bring the ball up slowly and try and set up his McKinney Lions offense. Just some nice little Memphis is what we used to call that in middle school, just some pass and cuts. And it's going to be a push. It looked, if anything, it should have been a jump ball. But I think we're past wondering what's getting called out on the floor.
I don't know why Adam Dworsky's out of the game. We don't really have a ball handler on the court. Maybe Johnny Scully. Ben Hanley is a decent ball handler.
And Clark knocks down the wide open three. It doesn't matter how far he is. He's going to knock it down if you leave him open. And Cade Sutherland's got to get the ball out of his hands. Clark almost came up with the steal, but Jags down by 6. It's been 2 threes knocked down by E.J. Clark that has shown to be the difference in this game. And the Jags offense has gone stagnant. No movement. And shot selection has gone down the drain as well so far in this second half of play.
I'm still waiting to see Adam Dworsky.
But Ben Hanley knocks down the three. Way to find the open man there, and Ben Hanley, the junior, gets on the board in the scoring department. But he's going to have to step up on Clark if they're going to keep him from shooting these deep threes. And he stepped out, and he didn't even step out. I mean,
no, not even a little bit close.
It wasn't even close to him stepping out. I don't even think the official was looking at the line.
I don't usually watch that, but I saw that one pretty well.
He did not step out.
Not even close, but we will take that. And finally, my man, the Swiss Army knife, back in the game, Adam Dworsky.
And I think that's exactly what the Jags needed, is Adam Dworsky's crossing over the whole team. He's even crossing over the fans. There's a backdoor cut there from Lohner, and he gets the underneath swing layup to go.
See what happens when you put your captain in the game.
And it's unbelievable because you could, and this would be pure genius coming from Coach Littleton, but sometimes you got to take Adam Dworsky out of the game because whenever you put him back in the game, your team just plays with that much fire and intensity. And then it gets stripped from you in one swift motion.
3 threes in a row from E.J. Clark.
He probably already has upwards of 20 points in this game.
Oh, yes.
And we're not even through the third quarter.
Yes, for sure.
Because to average 27.5 points per game, you have to have a couple games in the 40s.
Definitely.
Absolutely. We'll take a quick break. Coach Littleton's going to call a timeout here for the Jaguars. Jags down 37-33. 2:16 left in the third quarter. Back on Fly Mound Sports Network right after this quick break. Stay with us. This Jaguar team might wake up tomorrow morning in sweats because of what E.J. Clark is doing to them here on this basketball court. It has been a nightmare so far for this defense.
I'm upset you think that's an option.
I'm just saying, I mean, whether they win the game or not, this is, I mean, it's stressful. I'm going to have nightmares
They're
about this
They're going to be sore
kid.
in the morning.
It's going to be tough.
E.J. Clark's working them.
And that is going to be still Jaguar ball, but they are really trapping Adam Dorsky, and they need to get somebody.
He needs some help.
He needs another very, very skilled ball handler out there. Ben Hanley is the next guy in line. But nobody can do it like Dorsky. Kate Sutherland with the ball. Hanley is going to kick it to Dorsky. Loner posting up down low. Swing to Bryce Boyd. Ben Hanley to the freshman Loner. This McKinney defense is playing with some purpose. Dorsky tried to sauce it over the shoulder of Lyons, and it gets picked off. And Dorsky almost gets a steal.
I'm trying to get over a 6'6" player. I don't like that decision.
It takes a saucy pass. Don't know why there was not even a closeout there from Caleb Loner. You've got a kid who's torched you from three twice already, and he doesn't even close him out. That's just a brain fart right there. We're going to go and keep it here for this timeout. It's 40-33, 1:23 left, and I'm having flashbacks to last year against Denton Guyer where the Jags just struggling to guard the three-pointer, and they have gone from a controlled 6-point lead at the end of the second quarter to now trying to play catch-up and ultimately having to hit 3 for 3 to stay in stride with this McKinney Lions offense.
It's weird. I don't understand why there's no adjustments being made. Caleb Loner didn't even go put a hand in his face. He didn't even put any effort into guarding the three-pointer. There has to be a change made.
And it has been the Jaguars' ability to adjust that has had them do so well. John Scully for three. Scully hits it. That is exactly what the Jaguars needed. Cut the lead to 4, 1 minute and 10 seconds left, but they can't give up another three. And he misses it, but an offensive rebound, and there's another opportunity for the Lions to extend and add to their 4-point lead. It would be devastating for the Jags to give up any second chance opportunities. E.J. Clark rims out the three. That one was an inch from being close. John Scully wide open, and he hits it! Back-to-back threes from the Army commit, and it's a 1-point lead for McKinney. Poor transition defense, and the Jags, just like that, back in it. 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
He is shooting it tonight, and I love it. And go with a trap defense.
And that's going to be a miss. Jags have a chance to take the lead down by 7 just a minute ago. A three right here. This place is going nuts. Dorsky drives baseline. Ben Hanley for three. And he airballs it. Oh, man. That was set up to be an eruption at the end of the third quarter. Jags down by 1, 40-39. Back with the final quarter play here at the Colony High School. It is state playoff time here in Texas. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this break. 8 minutes separates the Jags and or the Lions. Or I guess both teams can't advance. The Jags or the Lions will be advancing to the second round of the state playoffs.
They play the winner of South Grand Prairie and Cephan or something like that. I can't remember.
I don't know.
It's something weird.
Probably South Grand Prairie because I heard that they're a pretty raw team.
They're very good.
But I tell you what, I might be biased, but I think that the Jags are going to pull this one out. And I'm praying, and we're superstitious, so we're going to knock on this wood floor that we have right beneath us.
At this beautiful Colony High School.
Oh, wonderful.
Stadium. The Colony High School.
The Colony.
The Colony, not Colony High School.
No,
the Colony.
The Colony. It's the city name. The Colony, absolutely.
Yes. I always forget about that.
Deep three from Brown. He's going to miss it. But poor box out again from the Jags. These long rebounds, they got to be seeing it better, doing something, making some adjustment because these second chance opportunities have been killing them throughout this game. Good ball movement here from McKinney. And I'd love it every single time that St. Leon holds the ball to just trap him and try and take it away from him. He's for sure got to be the weak link for this McKinney team.
I think so. They went to the trap defense for maybe 10 seconds, and they're not doing it again. And they created a turnover.
Pitts with the ball. He's going to kick it to St. Leon. St. Leon's going to drive in, and, I mean, he's not going to shoot the ball.
It's phenomenal defense from the Jags.
And this Jaguar student section is getting into it. Trying to make something happen, and it's a one-point game, but they're just stalling. And that looked like a travel.
That was a travel.
It looked like he took a step before he started dribbling, but then again, our fantastic official down here didn't see it, so.
Just phenomenal officiating tonight. So thankful for their
sarcasm
job.
is
Well done.
The sarcasm is unreal. I can feel it in the air. And this McKinney team's just going to hold it.
Coach Littleton likes playing this way.
He's done it before against the.
He's done it more than once.
He has against the eventual state championship winning, and that's going to be a travel. There we go, EJ Clark.
That's what you do. That is what you do. You let them make the mistake. They had the ball for nearly a minute and a half and didn't get anything out of it.
Nothing.
Well
done. They got that offensive rebound, and then they went into their stall.
Sure.
But the Jags have a chance to take the lead here. Down by 7 at one point, just a couple minutes left, and almost a turnover there. Clark telegraphed that pass as it was being tossed to Bryce Boyd in the corner.
Their passes are very predictable. So a pump fake and a cut would really be efficient if you're a Jag.
Coach Hayden Bumpus up here in the broadcast booth. Well, it's not a booth. We're just sitting up here in the stands. But
sign me to coach your high school basketball team. I'll give you a season where you'll at least win one game.
And I don't know why you'd throw a backdoor pass to a 6'2" John Scully down in the post with a 6'6"
He's 6'6".
center.
You cannot lob it high enough. You might as well just shoot it if you're going to lob it high enough to get over the 6'6" player.
Ultimately, that's about as efficient. St. Leon's going to drive in, and he's going to kick it down low. And they're going to call a foul. Cade Sutherland, a little too much contact there for the officials' liking.
There has not been a lot of fouls tonight. There's been more offensive fouls than I believe there has been.
I think there's been more
fouls.
just charges.
Yeah.
Just charges that number 10 Lions has taken. But we'll see if this kid can shoot some free throws. And he can. Nothing but the bottom of the twine there. And that's a lengthy 6'6", too.
No doubt about that.
41-39, 5:25 left in the fourth quarter. And 2 for 2 from the center Lions. And Cold Martin's got to get it into a guard.
We have our big men bringing the ball up. Why? I couldn't tell you why.
Yo no sé for all you Spanish speakers out there. Miss Cousins, freshman year. Adam Jaworski drives in, cuts, and he kicks it out. Cold Martin didn't even think about shooting it. Bryce Boyd. Adam Jaworski bites on it. Bryce Boyd is going to fake the three. Loner for three. And he missed it, but Bryce Boyd comes out with the rebound. And he gets fouled, and they're going to call push, and it's going to be 2 shots. It was the official near the Jaguar bench that called the foul, not the official that was legitimately 5 feet away from the play.
It's a good call.
Just from,
but
you would think the wrong official.
Yes.
I mean, I could have made that call from all the way up here in the back right of the stands.
Like everything they do doesn't make any sense. But at least they made the right call.
And Bryce Boyd got to have those free throws. Jags have already missed 4 or 5 free throws already. I mean, it's free points.
I said at the beginning of this is going to be like the Marcus football game. And has been poor officiating.
Yeah. It's been, high intensity, and yes, officials dictating sometimes how the game has turned out. Hopefully they don't call some ridiculous fumble because that was a mess. And a block there by Lohner, but he could have kept it in play.
Did you see Colt Martin flop?
Yeah, I love it.
He knows what he's got to do. He went for it. They're chanting he's a freshman. I love that.
Student section has been good tonight. We've seen them
been solid.
At big basketball games say nothing, and it can get frustrating. But not necessarily as obnoxious as a student section could get. You know, I think that's the goal in life. That's what, if you have meetings, you talk about being the most ignorant fans in the whole area.
Why do we spend a whole minute cleaning the floor? I think he got it about 40 seconds ago.
I mean the officials don't want any other reasons to call a poor game. As EJ Clark from the corner, he's going to miss it. And it's going to be a rebound by the Jags, but it's going to be stolen back. And was that a back and forth? Possibly. I don't know. They're not going to call it. And that's what happens when Adam Dworsky is not the one who dribbles the ball up the court. It can get taken from you very easily.
No doubt. He is the guy. You have to get the ball in his hands, get him the outlet pass, let him take off with it.
Lohner with the defense. And he's going to try to create a turnover there, but down low, and Lyons gets it to go. And another turnover by the Jags. And how is that not a foul? But Colin Martin, and that's a foul? Are you kidding me? This officiating is so garbage. Oh my gosh. How do you shove Adam Dworsky on the other side of the floor, and then you call Colin Martin for a clean block? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
These guys must be officiating in the freaking NBA. These guys must be NBA officials. Why are they coaching high school? They're too good for this. Ball doesn't lie. Goodness gracious. That was garbage, bro.
If I'm Coach Littleton, I have 2 technicals by now.
Oh my God, dude. I would just
game.
walk out the door. I go talk to the police officers and say, "Hey, I'm about to cuss somebody out. Please refrain me from doing anything that I probably shouldn't." Oh, there. And now you choose to blow the whistle. I think they're too busy chewing on it down on the baseline.
A very light call. It's barely a foul. I mean, you can call it a foul, but if that's a foul, then how is that a foul?
Wouldn't that make sense, though? I mean that's kind of, it makes too much sense. It makes too much sense for them to call it properly. They gotta mess with the fans, you know.
Nothing can make sense.
No. Adam Dworsky drives in, can't get to go, but Cold Martin comes up with it. That should have been a double dribble, but he can't get the easy layup. And then how that isn't a travel. EJ Clark comes down, and he gets the layup to go. It is now a 7-point game. McKinney back with the lead. Johnny Scully for 3. Misses it. Bryce Boyd fights for the rebound. Scully kicks it out. Dworsky drives in. That could have been a travel too. Lohner for 3. And he hits it! What a big shot by the freshman. That's going to be a timeout by Coach Littleton, and he's having a word with the coach.
Immediately goes to the ref. And I would too. I am furious if I'm Coach Littleton. First, a missed trip call on Adam Dworsky, and that's a dangerous play.
It
Adam
is.
easily could have been very hurt. and then to come down and Golden Martin stuffing, I don't know who it was, and calling foul. Not even close.
And I love how the McKinney officials all mad too. Like, bro, get over yourself. Like, are you kidding me? You've been given, I mean, shoot, man, you've been given gifts by the Salvation Army down here. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, what more could you ask for? The only thing, the higher step than what the officials have been doing for them is to just give them points. Just go over to the scores table and be like, hey, just throw another 3 down. It's been unreal. We'll go ahead and stay here as we continue to grief about this. I
don't know.
Lackluster, poor officiating that has been on display here in the Colony, Texas.
The score is 43-47, 3 minutes, 2 seconds on the clock. Jags have 1 timeout left. McKinney has 4. I don't like that.
That is not good. And the Jags are going to have to get something going. Create a turnover, do something. Coach Littleton still talking to the official.
I would be too.
But it's not the time to start fouling. I mean, they still have 4 more fouls before they're in the bonus.
3 more fouls.
That should be 10 seconds. I mean, I counted it by myself, and that was 11 before they got it over. E.J. Clark for 3. Oh, my gosh.
I thought it was 8 seconds.
And what a rebound there, but John Scully can't come up with it. They had a chance, but second chance opportunities for McKinney has just been killing this Jaguar team. Gonna pass up on the 3. And Hartford's gonna try and go in, and he gets his own rebound, and he misses it. And it's gonna be white ball. Thank you very much. A gift for the Jags. Thank goodness that the officials.
I didn't even see that call.
I don't
even see that. I don't know where that was, but
we could just sit here and be all frustrated whenever it goes against us and be so happy whenever.
We've definitely been given some calls.
And Cold Martin's got to get it to the Jag. Just get it past half court. Lohner with the ball. Dworsky's going to control it. 2 minutes left. Adam drives in, and he gets the layup to go. And it's now a 2-point game, 47-45. 2 minutes left in the contest. It's a nail-biter here in the Colony, folks.
They take forever to get the ball past half court. I think it's 8 seconds. Is it 8 or 10?
And it's going to be a travel. Turnover by Pitts. Jags have a chance to tie it up or take the lead. And I tell you what, I didn't even see a travel there, but I don't even care.
I saw it.
You did?
Yes.
Okay, good.
He
Hey,
started a little bit too early.
folks.
Started a little too early. It was a good call. I mean, usually it's not going to be
what
that
a
much,
sauce
but
backdoor cut there. Scully pulls up, and he hits it. Tie game, Jaguars. All knotted up at 47. A minute 30 left. Almost a turnover there. Cold Martin flopped. San Leon's going to drive in. Hartford's going to pass up on the 3. He's going to kick it back out. E.J. Clark. And they're going to call a foul on the floor.
That's okay.
A lot better than
that was a good call. It's fine.
Than it being given than an easy layup that it could have been.
Number 3, San Leon won't shoot the ball.
He won't.
They need to trap him.
Do something. Jags going back to the zone defense. They might have been in it the whole time, but I've just been watching E.J. Clark run around the floor, honestly.
Same.
Yeah.
I think they've been in the 2-3.
There's a minute left, and it's a tie game. This is a nail-biter. And Clark doesn't have the ball. You gotta take advantage of whenever he doesn't have it. And he's going to drive in, and he's going to go up, and he's going to go sauce off the glass. And that's going to be a timeout by McKinney.
What a move.
I mean, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to defend.
It's so hard because you want to foul him and force him to make his free throws, but then you kind of give him the benefit of the doubt of, wait a second, there's no way he's going to be able to make this shot, and then he does, and then you look kind of stupid, you know? We'll go ahead and stay here with this 30-second timeout. McKinney leads 49-47 with 49.6
I
seconds
can't
left.
decide which one is their head coach. It's either in the gray or the Navy.
I think it's the coach of the gray.
The Navy coach is more angry than any coach I've ever seen in my life.
That's usually the assistant coach.
That's
you know,
true.
the head coach has to stay calm, cool, and collected.
I will be honest, both teams tonight have played a phenomenal game.
It's been a grudge match, a heavyweight bout.
No doubt about that.
David versus David, Goliath versus Goliath, whatever you want to make reference to.
David versus David.
It's been an even matchup. I mean, these teams could not be more even. And I like that, throwing it into John Scully. Adam Dworsky now controlling it. 44 seconds left. Jags down by 2, and Dworsky picks his dribble up at near half court.
Scary.
And there's a mismatch on Colton Martin. Dworsky drives in, and he's gonna draw the foul. He's gonna go to the line, shoot 2. And this is where the rubber meets the road. Hours of free throw shooting throughout the season has honestly all come down to this moment right here. Adam Dworsky has a chance to put 2 free throws in and tie this game up. Does he have ice in his veins? Disappointing first free throw there from the senior captain. But he's got a chance to cut it to a 1-point game. And he missed them both. And it's going to be a foul on Dworsky and a chance to tie it up, and just lack of execution there by
We've missed a lot of free
Dworsky.
throws.
I mean, that's missed free throws and missed layups have been the Achilles heel of this Jaguars team so far tonight.
In the game comes number 3, Ben Hanley for Colton Martin, trying to move to a smaller lineup. They could have called a hook around there.
Definitely. And that's the last person you want to be fouling and sending him to the free throw line.
I don't understand why he just fouled right there, but that puts him in the bonus. 1-1.
This is so nerve-wracking as a fan.
And out of the game comes Ben Hanley and comes Colton Martin.
Got it. Rebounding is the first priority because he's shooting a 1-on-1. And if he misses this, the Jags are still in the game. Only 1 timeout. But he's not going to miss it. Kid's too good. Execution from the senior players for McKinney and lack of execution from the Jaguars is what it's come down to. And he gets it into Lohner, and it gets taken from him. That's the second time. And that might do for the Jags. Turnover by the freshman. Might have just putting the nail in the coffin there. Ball handling is what comes first. And when you got one ball handler in there and they double team him, that's what can happen. Barrett Harms coming in for the freshman Lohner. I don't know why Ryan Richter hasn't seen the floor in the whole second half.
I don't understand.
Made free throw there from Hartford. And it's now a 5-point game. And if he makes this one right here, it's a 2-possession ball game, and this might do it for the Jag season. And he knocks it down. Jags have 12 seconds left. They're going to have to hit a 3. Dworsky misses it. Scully comes up with it. And that's a steal, and that's going to do it for the Jags season. 5.4 seconds left, a 6-point lead. And that's it. And now Ryan Richter chooses to check into the game. Unbelievable. And Hartford is going to knock down the free throw. And the ignorant Jaguar fans who could care more about chanting to the other team than if their team actually wins, chanting SAT scores. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left, 1. And that's going to do it for the Jaguars season. Jags fall in the first round of the playoffs, 54-47. Hayden, that's going to do it for us broadcasting these Jaguar games. It's been a fun, for me, 2 years of broadcasting for, with where this started 3 years ago and to now the fact that we get to do this, it's been a blessing. I got to thank everybody who has helped us in our journey throughout the season. Everybody, on our crew tonight, Kurt Watson, Jake Massey, for setting this up and allowing us to do this. It's bittersweet and nothing but, honestly, pride coming from, being able to watch these Jaguars play for the last couple of years.
Yeah, thankful for the opportunity to get to do it. Thank you for listening. It's a tough way to go out, but it was a good game. It was fun. Enjoyed it while it lasted.
It is. Jags fall to the McKinney Lions, 54-47. That's going to do it for us from the Colony. It's been a great season. Jaguars making it to the playoffs and can't get it done in the first round. That's going to do it for us here on Flower Mound Sports Network. From everybody on the crew, Kurt Watson, Jake Massey, alongside Hayden Bumpus, I'm Trevor Branch. Good night. Have a safe travel home.